from Studio 3 at Buzz TV. It's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV, of course, at my bar, at Tommy Max, and brought to you by our good friends at TruckCrashLaw.com and Carpet Man Flooring. All right, the wicked smart guys are here. Yeah, we're talking tech. James Lampke is back, my good friend and co-host from Robert Half. Hey, James, how are you, pal?
Great to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. You doing all right?
Always doing well.
We're talking tech. This is your game, man. Right up your alley, right?
It really is, and I think the biggest thing that, the tech aside is really getting to promote something that a couple, me and my partners, are really passionate about today, the Tech Coast Conference that we host here in Jacksonville.
Tech Coast Conference. It's here in Jacksonville.
Yes, it is.
Is it always here in Jacksonville?
Every year.
Every year. All right. Great.
Absolutely.
Great. Absolutely. Well, great to have you here.
Thanks, sir.
Evan Schwartz is here. AMCS Group. What are you guys doing? Talk about it.
AMCS Group, we do all of the end-to-end software solutions for waste recycling and environmental services.
Oh, okay.
You'd be surprised at how much technology goes into taking your trash or your waste or your recycling from curbside, getting it reusable back into the environment. So rather than it going into a landfill is the last place. Our job is to develop those software solutions that save fuel, save energy. Our motto in our life is digital waste to a cleaner world.
How about like when you got to remediate, land that's dirty? You guys get into that too?
Yep, land remediation,
Okay.
wastewater treatment. We manage all the systems and services. We're introducing AI into the model to be able to streamline that, make it even more efficient.
Wow.
Our route optimization software keeps several gallons of burned fuel out of the system. We have more than 7,000 trucks under management every single day. Okay. So you factor we're saving, even if we were just saving 1 gallon of fuel a day.
Yeah, right.
That's a tremendous impact.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Right.
Now, local, is it Northeast Florida? Is it up?
It's global. So we're Cebu, Australia, all of EMEA, Nordics, North America, Canada, Mexico.
And what's your role with the company?
So I'm the chief enterprise architect at the global level. So my job is to make sure that all the software solutions
You guys
connect.
are smart.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll find out how smart I am here in just a minute.
It's great to have you on the show. Katz is here. What's up, Mike?
Hey, how are you?
How are you from Ivy Tech?
Yes.
All right, tell us about Ivy Tech. I know you're here for the Tech Coast Conference, but what's Ivy Tech?
Yeah, so Ivy Tech, we're a loan management software platform built in the Salesforce App Exchange. Okay. So we work with a lot of mission-driven lenders, essentially. But today, that's my day job. When I don't feel like making money, I'm right there with James, Tech Coast Conference volunteering. So sorry.
I think I came here.
How many companies, people will be attending the Tech Coast Conference?
So we normally we're fresh out of our pre-pandemic world, right? This is our second year doing it since we kind of went virtual for 2 years. First year that we're going fully back in person, no hybrid. Very excited about that. Cool. Nothing against the virtual side, but it's a headache.
It's boring after a while.
Yeah. We like to shake hands. We like to, there's a happy hour event. It's not as fun online.
You can't drink on a Zoom, although you should be able to at certain times of the day.
It's
coffee cup.
Right? Yeah. 3 o'clock coffee cup.
I do hold a virtual happy hour once a month.
Do you really?
About 2.5 years, so
awesome.
it can happen.
Mark Aston's here from Unity Fiber.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your company.
Unity Fiber, I'm the Regional Vice President of Sales. We are basically provide voice and data circuits to enterprise businesses. So you think about your internet, your Ethernet, your telephone services. We strictly deal with businesses. We are headquartered in Mobile.
No kidding. Bama.
Yeah.
My wife's from Mobile.
Roll Tide.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Mobile Box Time.
Nice.
Yeah.
But we really focus on better customer service. It's all fiber optic, cable that we do. Okay. I'm in charge of Georgia and North Florida, so it's big. And as Michael said, though, we all have our day jobs, but I've served on the board of the Jacksonville IT Council for about 15 years.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
It is the IT Council that actually puts on the Tech Coast Conference, which is what we're here to kind of talk about and support. And I mentioned the happy hour. I do also.
That's cool.
It's for the IT Council. We started during COVID, just trying to do something that we could get together. And so on the second Thursday of each month, if you go to JacksonvilleITCouncil.com, you can actually register for my happy hour, and I usually have a co-host. We have very structured meetings once a month. My happy hour is not. And
by design.
We like to have fun, but But this is, we're all volunteers, and the conference, you asked about numbers, our largest year was at
2019.
Bankfield,
Okay.
right? Sorry.
Cool. All-Tell Stadium.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
I mean, you're kind of familiar with it, just a little bit.
Right. That was actually what almost came out. But anyway, I think we had about 1,900 people at that. So we consider this to be the largest technical conference in Jacksonville each year. And we really started it to showcase and highlight what the technology we have here in Jacksonville. We have great technology. Look at Evans Company doing work globally. NLP Logics. I mean, there's a lot of very cutting edge technology, and it was kind of one of these things where I dealt with people all over the country, and they're like, "Hey, Jacksonville, really?" A lot of people don't realize Forbes has ranked Jacksonville in the top 10 for technology services jobs for 10 years. We're like number 2, number 5. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on, and that's what the conference is all about. Last year, we had a virtual hologram box.
Oh, yeah.
So,
It was Summer.
Summer was on the show.
Summer.
I was in it at the Jags. Me and my daughter did it at the Jags Stadium.
Nice.
So cool. That is a cool piece of.
So I was in it as people were coming in last year, right? Cool. And because I've been involved for a long time, I've been since the inception of the conference. So, and it was funny because I'd call you out. People walk by and I'm like, "Hey Tom, what are you doing?" Because you had kind of two-way audio and they look and. They'd walk and they walk around behind the box and because it was so lifelike, right? And so, and James Sarmi brought a bunch of. We had a lot of different.
This Haddo virtual dodgeball.
Right.
Okay. Cool. Virtual dodgeball. That's cool. Yeah.
We had Daniel Davis out there playing virtual dodgeball. So it's a great conference. It's an all-day affair. One of the few conferences that ticket is going to provide you snacks in the morning and coffee. It's going to provide you lunch in the afternoon and happy hour at the end of the day. We try to make it where you can attend, be there all day. We're going to feed you. You don't have to leave. You're going to walk away with a lot of swag and a lot of fun stuff.
One-day conference, multiple day, one day. And what's the date?
August 24th.
August 24th.
And I think the other side to that coin is obviously we want to promote companies like Evan and the Jacksonville. We want that exposure, but I think the big payoff for us and it being the volunteer for us is what comes out of what the contributions like Evan's Company and things like that provide.
Sure.
Because over the last few years, and this year we plan to give away more, we're able to donate scholarships to local IT students here in Jacksonville at both UNF and FSCJ this year. Cool. So, being able to give back to the community, because I think we can all agree as IT professionals, one of the biggest challenges we have is how do we interest IT talent? How do we teach IT talent? And how do we keep IT talent?
Yeah, so this request for the panel as we wrap up. So why somebody watching this show out there, some young kid or just somebody looking for a career change, why IT? Why technology? Why would you suggest, hey, get into this field, whatever you get into?
You can be in IT in anything you like. So if you want to be environmental, you want to be in sports, there's IT in everything. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Very low unemployment rate, very high salaries, and quite frankly, it's interesting. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, it changes, it grows. It's not something that you're going to do year over year over year over year.
Yeah, and clearly you're not stuck in some room just banging on something.
Right.
No.
Right.
Well, I mean, and I
you're
think
out at the bar talking IT.
and I think at that point, I think Evan can speak on this a little bit too. Like, you don't understand really how far IT goes, because we've talked about it before on the show, that gaming and all the cool apps. I'm going to be in the App Store, I'm going to develop this.
Now.
But you're in the trash and business, and the level of things that you're doing with what we talked about, AI and things like that, how interesting that can to go into something as simple as how do we move the waste of our community?
Well, what makes technology so attractive is the fact that if it's done well, it's invisible. You don't see it.
Right.
It's easy to use.
Right.
But to be able to contribute to that and actually see how technology touches the world, to see how we're diverting waste away from the landfills, to see how something that was in a camera today or tomorrow, and a computer is able to look at it and tell you that's plastic, that's contaminant, that's good organics, that's right, and fulfill that need to where we were able to do diversion from less than 20% before, where recycling wasn't worth it, to we're now up to 90%.
Wow.
Right? That's impacting the world in a positive way.
No doubt. Absolutely.
Right, and you can, there just isn't enough humans to do that in a way that makes it a manual task. It takes technology to do that, and more importantly, it takes people who are passionate about technology to push the envelope. Like he was saying, is it evolves constantly. So unless you like being bored, go do something else.
That's right.
But if you want to be excited about your life, join technology.
Katz, last word. IT. Why IT?
Hugh Hefner hadn't retired.
That's right.
There's no other option.
There you go.
No, I mean, it's bringing back the nomad life. I just got to go on vacation. I was working in Europe for a couple weeks. I got a friend who travels the whole entire world. She was in South America last year. She's over in Europe this year.
Just doing IT consulting or what?
Literally, well, so she works with at my company also. We've known each other for years, but I mean, I know so many. I got a friend who works at an MSP, and she's been traveling around all of U.S. So like. It's our technology that lets everybody else do it. I mean, why couldn't we manage it for ourselves?
Awesome.
So
hey, great to have you guys on the show. Good luck with business and the conference. And I'll leave you with this. Where's the best place to be during a thunderstorm?
TechCoastConference.com.
I was going to say the bar, but
But
hey, early bird tickets.
There you go. Great to have you on the show. All right, check out all their great profiles. This conversation and many others at the website iwanttabuzz.com. Until next time, stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.